So I'm here at the premiere of Birmingham. I'm going to do 2 different lectures on creating beautiful, believable hair color. I have a brunette model level 4 neutral, and I have a natural level 7 soft apricot. We're going to create American Baliage. We're going to talk about the I have fantastic colors to present. So here's my first model. She's a natural level 4 brunette. She's got just a touch of gray hair that we're going to diminish with red shades of Q. We're doing the technique of American Baliage. We're alternating high lift beige with 40 volume just to brighten it up a touch. Then we're using RB4 Joico chrome to richen and deepen the brown that she has existing. And then we're also alternating the 6NR natural red. Think about it. Velvety red brown. Gorgeous, beautiful, and believable, and non-committable. She can have this hair color a good 6 months before she needs to touch it up. In between her American Balayage, we are going to richen her natural. Let me show you this. You can see just a touch of her gray that she has. So we're going to diminish that with red shades EQ, 2 ounces of 4NB, and a ½ ounce of red kicker. So I'm working here with my second model. I want you to see her natural hair color. How many times do we wish we could have a guest with her natural hair color to this tone? So she's a natural level 7, soft golden apricot. What I'm going to do through her hair, again, is the American Balayage technique and enhance the apricot. We're going to deepen some copper, we're going to lighten some copper, and it's just going to be shade on shade. Beautiful, believable redhead. When doing the American Balayage on my natural level 7 soft apricot, I'm alternating multiple shades. My first one is Joico K-Pack, 6 CG with 20 volume. My next low would be a combination of G6 and RC6 in Joico K-Pack. My next low light would be RC7 or RC8. Think about it, it's very light. It's going to be a rich copper level 8. And then right around the front frame, I'm going to lighten and brighten just a touch with a little bit of lightener. Not high lift, I'm going to use bleach. We're going to talk more about the choice of using bleach over high lift. Our brunette model. We stepped her outside so we could see it in the natural lighting. And look at it, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Shade on shade, we have pieces of red running through, lighter soft caramel pieces. Let me show you the interior. No major line of demarcation, it's going to grow out gracefully. Beautiful, velvety brunette. Here on the day of presentation, we're just finishing our models. They look fantastic. The eyebrows are getting tweezed, the hair is getting its final trim. It looks great. Come take a look. We're prepping the brunette, gorgeous red lips, to take nothing away from the hair, but to show the hair color with the brunette. It's gorgeous. Very, very velvety. Our redhead, let me show you on her ends. You can see it needs to have a healthy haircut. So Alicia is going to go in and take these ends off. Because here, look at the glisten. We have a band of glisten. You go through here, it's flat and it's dull. Living right here. Again, pull it. Perfect. Now we're going to flip it. Go ahead. How easy was that? This is a different way of coloring. You have to literally think differently when you're coloring here than you are here. If you get it out of your way, you won't be bouncing back and forth in your mind. What am I creating? I know not to bring any of the highlight beige down through here. I'm only focusing on the two darker shades. Now this is where you start. You start in the bottom neat and you float back and forth. You literally float. You pull the hair, they're on a diagonal. Hers were all slices. Why were they all slices? Because I was creating a soft brown on brown velvety shade. I wasn't using anything that's going to create a lot of lift or a deep, deep level 1, 2, right? So if I only did a soft weave, would anything really appear in her hair? All be diminished, right? Do we agree? So they were all major slices. I'm not even going to center it yet. I want you to see this, you guys. So now, okay, what do I want to do here? I would step back, look at it, and my section is like an upside down triangle. Do we see it? Line here, here, and there's my straight line. So I'm going to go in, strong slice. Let me show you what I did with the 6NR in Joico. It's permanent dye. I'm lifting about one level and creating a very rich red. What I didn't want to do was to create bright red on her scalp area. So hers was living between 2 to 4 inches down the shaft of the hair. So this is the 6NR. I mix it with 20 line. You go on slight diagonal. Do we see? Saturate, get all the product off your brush, do all that. And then when the brush is almost lack of product, you go in and shatter it. So you're not having that solid line. Think about where this hair is living. If this hair is living to where it's going to fall forward, you need to have more of your product on the right side of the foil than the left side, correct? It's a visual appearance that the hair is falling this way. Copper gold with 20 volume, and I alternated the G6 and RC6 with Joico. Didn't create any of the lighter RC8 or the Vero Lights 20 volume in the back panel. I wanted to create depth and richness in the bottom nape and right above the back of the ear. I started incorporating the Vero Lights 20 vol just on the ends of the top back panel. Literally 1 inch to 1.5 inches on the ends only. Nothing living up the strand of the hair. Just to create that visual balance with hair color. Once we got towards the front, we had to do a lot of erasing within the interior. Look at this. It's very pretty. All of the colors were taken all the way up to her scalp and brought through. And folded over. The next one. This looks like RC8 as well. All the way up. And saturated. And what you want to do here, following the hairline. This is where still take it all the way up.
Sherry, did you do her face first before you did all of this, all the ends?
No, I did not. I'll answer that in just 1 second. I want you to see this. I put the lightener right out of her scalp, basically, kissing her scalp here, and further out here. I'm still creating that regrowth area. So no, I did not. I did her American Baliage, and then we did processed it, probably 35 to 45 minutes, shampooed, dried, and then we did her glaze and sat it for 20 minutes. So I didn't do a retouch. I glazed her entire head. Did I answer?
Yeah.
And like this one, here's the thing too. If I take this and fold it all the way up, I'm putting my product here on the area that I left dry. So if you want to fold it in 3. And the product's not getting the other hair. Still following her front hairline. Nice and tight. Erin, I have tension on your hair, correct? Yes. Do we see how we're following that diagonal around her So it just finished here at the Premier Birmingham. It was fantastic. Two wonderful lectures. I had a natural level 7, I had a natural level 4. We talked about the American Baliage, the ombre. We talked about gray coverage, the difference between a semi and a demi, the difference between using a high lift over a bleach. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Sherry Ratay.